I'm Alvin and Jason's girlfriend. So we have fun being together is healthy man and women who should always to talk about each other. And we talked about being together is helping man and women who should always talk about being together is helping man and women who should always like to talk about each other. And we talked about all of our life is called being together is just for our relationship. Like we could talk about how much as we love hanging out or call each other and be a rainbow. One day I get married, I would have had. I mean, God said to me, like, I can talk about want to get married to him when we're 40. He wouldn't know if God said to me that I was this wonderful girlfriend. His life is called just a relationship, like a man and women who have this wonderful relationship. We had this life. It's called just be together. We talked about that the whole time. And we talked about want to get through that if we get married. We talked about want to get married. And that's how life are. Like we could talk about want to do that, and we could want to get married. We're 40. We want to talk about that, and we talked about that. We talked about want to do something thing together. It's know about the Jesus says to him. He knows where God came from his relationship. If I was him, I would have said. If I were him, I would have said, honey, if I were you, I can let us to do that. And he would have said that I'm his wonderful girlfriend, his wife. And that's how AJ would have talked about that. I was his wonderful girlfriend in his life. He likes to talk. I am gonna be a Rebo my room. I am being a Rebo in my room. Someday if we were married. It's my room and I love it. And I'm being a He said Rebo. That if you guys ever one day we will when we're 40, and he would have said that I was his wonderful girlfriend in his life. He knows what kind of relationship it's for. Like 20 years ago, when I was growing up, I started got a boyfriend. I made God to have him, and he made God to have me. That's how I made God from. So when I made God to tell him that I was his wonderful girlfriend in his life, that's how men and women do. They care for each other. And that's how men and women do. When men and women do that, it's called being man and women's relationship. It'll be a wonderful life that I do. I miss Alvin Jason girlfriend when he was growing up. He had this relationship. He was a wonderful adult, and me, I've been his wonderful girlfriend in his life. When I was 18 months, now I'm young adult. I'm 32 years old. It's been like 32 years when my mom had me. So my mom knows this is my life about me and my boyfriend, AJ. She was said, well, if you guys get married, you guys can know it's been 32 years. And when me and Lauren had you guys for a long time. So she was said that, and she would said the whole thing about us getting married. She would have talked about it. She would have said the whole thing about the Bible, about me and AJ grew up. That's how she was said. And I'm Alvin Jason's girlfriend. When he was growing up, he had this wonderful life. It's about me, him. He talks about our life together. He talks about wanting us to be married. He talks about us a lot. And he talks about our relationship. He knows when a man and women who can be together. When a man kisses a woman when they grow up, a woman loves her man when her man grow up. Have their own life. It's called made God's stead, where a man and women are adults who can have kids someday. Someday, when God's going to say it to right now, is that when AJ grew up, he was I'm the best girlfriend in his life. He would have said I was best girlfriend. He said I was this wonderful girlfriend I ever met in his life when we were growing up for 32 years. And 32 years is like, we're adults now, we're going to get married because God is going to say it right now. When you guys are married, you guys will be young adults who got married. So this is what happens when a man and women who grow up want to get married and have kids someday. So when a man and women who wants to do that, they made God to love each other. When God said that when AJ grew up, he had me, I'm his girlfriend, I'm the first his last 20 years who've been with him. And he would have said that I was his best girlfriend in his life when he had a group. And I've been there for him the whole time. So, what I also can do, that I was his special girlfriend and I was married him, we were 40, and he knows about, we should just learn to be young adults, be like our parents, and, someday we wanted to do that, someday we want to be like, ever we get here until we're 40. And we talked about we're a young adults, we're not like a little kids anymore. So when he grow up, he is 32, so it's been 32 years when he was growing up. He's a young adult that he married me when I'm 40. Life.